just remember this AOT.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
That's name is like Armelyn Mastayanis.
No, I call you Armelyn.
Yes, Armelyn.
Your age? Your age? What is your age?
My age, sir, is 40 years old.
Again?
My age is 40 years old.
Your age is 40, am I right? 40,
Yes, 40 years old.
Huh?
Yes, 40 years old, sir.
30 or 40?
40.
It cannot be 30.
40.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Again, your age. You know how to count?
Yeah, I count my age, sir.
Your age is what?
40. 40.
Huh?
40.
30. Tatlo or apat?
4 and 0, sir.
Huh?
Apat.
Okay. 40, not 30, 40.
Yes.
Okay, Now, can you add this?
$235, sir.
What about this?
1 minus 1 offset equals 1, sir.
How much?
Equals 1, sir.
Equals to?
128 minus 107 equals 21, sir.
Okay, 21, okay. Your age and your height? Sorry, your height?
My height, sir, is 5'0".
Your weight?
48.6, sir.
48, 49,
Yes, 48.6.
Your birth date? Can you give me your birth date?
My birthday, sir, is February 3, 1972.
Your marital status?
My status is single, but I'm married, sir.
So you are a single mother.
Yes, I'm single mother.
How many children you have?
I have 5 children, sir.
You have 5 children. How old are they?
The 17.
Huh?
My daughter is 17 years old. And my son is 15. And my daughter 13. And 9 and 7 years old, sir.
So you got 5 children.
Yes, I have 5 children.
These 5 children, is it from the same father?
Yes, staying in her father, their father.
I see, from one father. And where is the father now?
In Manila.
In Manila.
Yes, sir.
And you are in CDO, am I right? Where is the barangay?
Yes, I'm here, sir, in Cebu.
Now, who will look after the children when you come here to work?
My husband, sir.
Your husband? I thought you are a single mother. Then how come your husband? You still got you got husband, or are you a single mother?
Yes, I'm a single mother. Single mother. I'm married, but not I'm not legally married, sir.
You're not legal married, I know. But then, if you have a husband, the husband is still with you, then you cannot be a single mother. So is the husband still with you or not?
Stay, sir.
Huh?
Yes, I stay here with my husband.
Still your husband.
Yes, I have a husband.
And where is he? He's in Manila.
Yes, in Germany.
Now all these children are also from your same husband.
Yes, and her mother.
No, is it the same husband?
Yes, the same husband, sir.
Okay, what is the job of your husband?
Yes, only one husband.
What is the job of your husband?
Barbers.
Huh?
Barbers.
What? Again?
Barbers.
Oh, barber. Crop hair.
Yes, cut here. Cut here.
Have you got the consent from your husband to come to work? Have you got the permission?
What, sir?
Have you got the permission from your husband to come here to work?
Yes, sir.
And you say that your husband look after your children, but your husband is working, so how does he look after the children?
Yes, her mother, sir.
Your mother.
Her mother, yes.
Whose mother? Your mother or your husband's mother?
His mother.
How old is the mother?
My husband's mother, sir.
How old?
57, sir.
57. How old is your husband?
My husband is 13 years old.
30.
30 years old, sir.
Tak low.
I'm older than him.
You're older than him.
Yeah, I'm older than him.
Okay. Are you mentally prepared to come here to work? You won't change your mind. Are you 100% mentally prepared?
What, sir?
Are you mentally prepared to come here to work?
Yes, sir, I prepare.
You won't change your mind?
No, sir.
What is your educational level?
Third year high school, sir.
How many years?
Third year.
High school, how many years?
3 years, sir.
3 years. I want to know your work experience. Tell me all your work experiences, whether in the Philippines or overseas. Tell me your work experiences. Because 40 years old, I'm sure you have a lot of work experiences. Can you tell me all your work experiences?
I have experience, sir, based on my home.
Where? Where are your experiences?
Yes, I have experience in Manila.
In Manila.
Yes.
Okay.
Cooking.
You work in Manila as a what? As a domestic helper or what? In a shop or what?
Domestic helper, sir.
Okay, you work in Manila. Which part of Manila?
Yes, part of Manila, I have experience.
Where in Manila?
In Las Piñas, sir.
Where?
Piñas City.
Again?
Las Piñas City,
Oh,
sir.
okay, Las Piñas, okay. So you work there for how long?
4 years, sir. Experience. 4 years experience.
3 years.
4 years experience in Manila.
You have 4 years.
Yes, sir.
4.
Yeah, apat, sir.
Okay. And what was your job?
My job, sir, is all around cleaning.
All around the housework. What about children?
But children, sir, is one kid. But he know how to do it.
One kid is how old? The kid how old in Manila?
7 years old, that kid, sir.
Oh, 7 years old. So you look after the one kid and then to do housework.
No, sir, no how, not again in another house, no, sir.
What no?
Only that house.
No. What no? You say that you work 4 years in Manila and you do housework. What about the kid? Who look after the kid?
Yes, sir. This hold their mom.
Huh?
I also clean house, but that baby is not for my work. That is hold her mother.
Oh. You mean the mother look after the kid?
Yes, sir.
So you don't look after the kid?
I know how to see the baby, sir.
You know how to look after the kid.
Experience in my baby, five children, I know, sir.
You have 5 children and the experience is from your own children.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you work 4 years in Manila. What about overseas?
In Kuwait, sir.
In Kuwait. Okay, how many years?
In Kuwait. 2 years. years and 7 months, sir.
You work in Kuwait 2 years 7 months. What was your job?
DH, sir.
Huh? DH. And what was the job? I know it's a DH. Do you look after children?
Yes, sir. I clean everything, sir. I know.
Okay, that is housework. What about looking after children? Do you look after children?
No, sir.
You don't look after children in Kuwait. But here in your biodata, you put there to assist the
Yes.
children of an employer?
Sir.
Huh?
One baby, sir.
One
2 years old baby.
How old is the child?
2 years old baby, sir.
Or you look after a child that is 2 years old?
Yes.
2 years old is no more a baby, it's called a child already because the child can run, I think can talk, it's a child. So you look after the 2 years old child. When you were there, that means that child was not even born yet. So you experience looking after a baby?
Based on my experience, sir, if finish feed that baby or eat, I sleep him, and then after that I clean, I cook everything, sir. I learn.
Okay, when you just arrived in Kuwait, that child I think was not even born yet, right? Because you worked there 2 years 7 months. The child is only 2 years old. So do you have experience looking after a sangol, a baby?
What, sir?
Do you have experience looking after a sangol?
Yes, sir.
Whose baby? Is it yours or the employer?
The employer, sir.
I see. So when you go there, the employer just give birth. So you look after the baby. What do you? What was the job to look after a baby? What was the job?
After the baby, sir,
Yeah. What was the job?
my employer, sir, what job?
Yeah. What was the work that you do to look after the baby? Take shower, feed the baby, change
Sir,
diaper.
Yes, I change diaper. Yes, I feed the baby, and then after that, I know all that how to hold baby, sir.
You know how to look after a baby. Do you know how to
Yes, sir.
shower a baby?
Yes, sir.
What about making milk for the baby?
Yes, sir. I know.
What if the baby cry? What would you do?
I know how to, based on my experience to all my babies, sir, I know how to learn them.
Okay. What will you do if the baby cry?
If baby crying, sir, I know how to play, sir.
Huh?
Baby crying, I know how to play that baby, sir.
I know you know. Can you tell me what you know? If the baby cry, what you know?
Please, sir.
Huh?
If baby crying, sir, if crying, maybe she wants feed milk or playing like that, sir.
Okay. So it could be that the baby is hungry. It could be that the baby has urinate or popo. So the baby cry. Baby can also be sick. So you tell the mom. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, the children, you got 5 kids. Who look after the baby when you were actually, having the five children? Your mother or you?
Yes, sir.
You were all the while looking after the children.
Yes, all the baby, I hold all the baby, sir.
Oh, so you have lots of experience to look after baby? Do you have lots of experience?
Yes, sir, I have
Because you got
experience.
5 children. The youngest is 7 years old. That means when they were baby and later on becomes a child or children, you look after them.
Yes, sir.
Let's say I got a family. I've got many employers. Most of them they want the DH to look after the children. I got one employer. She has got another 2 DH in the house. Can you work with the other 2 DH? Can you work together? Can you cooperate?
It's okay for me, sir.
Okay. you might be asked to look after the child and the baby, just to also help around the house, maybe do a bit of supervision work, because you are very senior, you have worked so many years. Do you think you can do that? Just help the mom to do a bit of supervision, maybe even to teach the other maids. Do you think you can do that? How to look after the child, how to look after the baby. Do you think you can do it?
Yes, after that baby sleeping, sir, I will clean.
Okay, what I mean is that there are two other DH in the house. Let's say, the DH, they might not be able to look after baby. You think you can teach them?
Yes, sir.
You can, and also cooking. Do you like cooking?
Yes, sir. I love to.
And do you know how to cook Arabic food?
Yes, sir.
You know. What Arabic food you know? Name me two Arabic food.
Like kapsa.
Kapsa. Some more?
Yes, that's all favorite of Arabian food, sir. Like biryani.
Oh,
Sir,
I see.
yes, sir.
Okay. What about Philippine food?
Like I like food tinola.
Tinola.
Adobo, and
Okay. Do you like cooking?
yeah, I like cooking, sir.
Can you learn if the mom teach you? Can you learn if the mom will teach you cooking? Can you learn?
Yes, sir. I learn.
Can you cook from a cookbook? Let's say mom buy you a cookbook, then the cookbook there are some Chinese food or some Western food from the cookbook. Can you learn?
Yes, I want to go learn, sir. Yes.
Okay, you can learn. But can you cook? Let's say I give you a cookbook. Can you cook from the cookbook?
Yes, sir.
What about baking cakes? Do you know how to bake a cake?
Yes, sir. I baking.
You can.
This experience in Kuwait.
Where? Oh, you see, you got the experience in Kuwait, so you can, so you can help your mom a lot, cooking, and also maybe cakes. Or they might ask you to look after the baby and the child. The mom has one child now, is 2.5 years old. It's same like the one in Kuwait. The Kuwait is 2 years, this one is 2.5 years. But next time maybe the mom got a baby, so you might have to look after the baby. Do you think you look after the baby?
Maybe it's the same all employers, sir. Maybe it's the same but not the same language.
No, it's the same employer. There are a lot of employers. This employer has only one child now. Okay, the child is 2.5 years old. Do you think you can look after the 2.5 years old child, play with him, run with him? Do you think you have the energy?
I'm already, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You can,
I can.
And the mom might have a baby next time, maybe 1 year time or 2 years time. I really don't know. But if the mom got a baby, do you think you look after a baby?
I can, sir. I can.
But don't worry, they got 3 domestic helpers there. One of them to do housework, one of them to do cooking. So if you are looking after the children, you got no time, then don't worry. But if you got time, you help. Or if the mom wants you to do cooking, you help the cooking. Do you think you can do that?
Yes, sir.
This is a small family. Some only mom, sir, mom's mother, sir's father, sir's mother, and the child. So only 5 person in the house.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay to look for this family?
It's okay for me, sir.
Okay, there are also other family. 2 years old, the child, and 5 years old, and 7 years old, and 10 years old. Do you think you can also work for this family? They are different family. Okay, one family got child 2 years old and 5 years old. Another family got 7 years old and 10 years old. I don't know who will want to choose you. Okay, so if you work for a family with a child 2 and 5 years old, is it okay?
I can work, sir.
What about children 7 years old and 10 years old? You might have to send them to school, walk them to school, take them back from school, then cook for them, give them lunch, then cook dinner. Do you think you can do that?
I can, sir. I can.
Do you think you can work independently? That means the mom only tell you once. After that, you will work as according to the instruction. Do you think you can do that?
I will do, sir. I will.
Of course, the mom is not going to tell you every time, because I think you've got lots of experience. So you should be able to do it by yourself after mom tells you maybe one time or the most 2 times. Do you think you can work independently without the mom telling you too many times? Can you?
And sir.
You can. Can you? Can you work independently?
It depends, sir. Independence Day.
Okay.
Maybe
The mom will teach you. What it means that mom will teach you. And then you will be doing the same job. After that, you should be able to do it by yourself. That is what I mean. So do you think you can, after mom has explained to you, teach you, do you think you can do it by yourself?
Yes, sir.
You can. So in Kuwait, the work that you do, is it that mom needs to tell you every time or you do it by yourself?
Yes, sir. For
Yes.
my employer, sir.
No.
Yes,
Do the employer needs to tell you every time or employer tell you one time then you do it by yourself?
yes, sir.
How many times the employer need to tell you before you can do the job? 1 time? 2 times?
One time, sir.
1 time. So 1 time employer tell you, the next time you do on your own. Can you?
Yes, sir.
So you must be able to work independently, because the house even got 3 maids. They will maybe ask you to be the one to be in charge. Do you think you can?
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay. The other family also, this is a Chinese family. There are also Indian family with 2 children, 2 years old, 5 years old, and another family 7 years old and 10 years old. And also another family look after old people. Do you think you can look after elderly people or rather invalid people? That means
Okay, sir.
old people, they cannot, maybe some cannot walk, some are very old, they need help. Do you think you can look after old people?
It's okay for me, sir.
It's okay. But you can, but have you got any experience?
Yes, sir.
Where?
And Kuwait. Based on my Lola.
Your Lola is how old?
My grandma is like 79 years old.
79. Okay. So can she walk?
Yes, she walk, but
She walk.
in half
I
a
see.
day.
Slow lah. So she can walk but slow because she is old and then she got no energy. So you help her. Am I right?
Yes, I'm helping, sir.
So in Kuwait got how many domestic helper?
And Kuwait, sir, is 8, but that is a 4-story house.
Okay. How many of them working in the house?
That is all 8, sir.
Huh? No, how many domestic helper in the house? There are 8 persons in the house, okay, and 4 story. How many domestic helper?
8, sir.
8 domestic helper?
Yes. 2, 1 room. But not at all, operating, sir.
Again?
That means is operate to work, like how to who want to hold the baby, and then I clean, and like that, sir.
You mean there are 8?
In one house, sir, they have 2 maids.
They have how many? That's why I ask you, how many maids are there to look after the family?
That family cycle, sir. It's one house, like one family. There are all families, sir, in 4-story house.
How many family in the house?
Four families, sir.
Oh, I see, 4 families. So one family got 2 maids.
Yes.
So that's why got 8 maids, is it? Because they got 4 families.
Yes, sir.
So the family you work for is to look after a child 2 years old and to look after an old lady. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What about the cooking? Is it you do it or another domestic helper do it? The cooking.
Yes, sir.
What is
If
the
you-
what is
if
the
you-
what is the job of the other domestic helper?
That is for that is cooperation, sir.
Cooperation. What job is she asked to do? What is the work of her?
Like clean, sir. If I'm want to cooking or clean, then she hold the baby, and then after that, if she want to clean, I hold that baby.
Or
sir.
you all take turns to look after the children lah. So maybe this family also same they got three so you might have to look after the children, or when the other domestic helper do the cooking, then you have to maybe do housework or look after children, so you help each other.
Yes, sir. We help each other.
Help each other. And that domestic helper from where? Is it from Philippines or from where?
Like Philippines, sir.
So you got two Philippine helper in the same family lah, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So is it okay that you work together?
Yes, sir. It is okay.
It is okay. Is the other girl still working there? Is she still working with the family?
No, sir.
Or she also came back?
And I'm their family, no, sir.
No, the one who worked with you, two of you, you came back. What about the other girl? Is she still there?
Yes, sir.
She's still there. She's still working there.
Yes, sir.
I see. Now, sometimes the mom wants you to work on the off day. You are entitled to have one off day in a week. They want you to work in the off day. Are you willing to work on your off days?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you work on your off day, they will pay you. You get more income. You get more income, that means you can send more money back. But when you are tired, I think you take a rest. But when you rest, you cannot go out. Can you agree to it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You cannot go out. The reason is because it's a very big city. You will get lost. So I don't want you to get lost or get cheated by someone. So until you know the place well, mom can trust you, then everything is okay. But when you newly come, when you are resting, you rest in the house. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, the phone, of course, you can bring, but sometimes we are worried that you go and contact the wrong person, Facebook the wrong person, and then you get cheated. So the mom is very careful on that. We also want to protect you. We don't want you to use the phone wrongly. We don't want you to abuse the phone. So sometimes the mom might want to keep the phone for a short while. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
You want to
Yes.
call, mom will give you the phone. Then mom build up the trust. Then she will allow you, to even go out or use the phone. Build up the trust. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
And then also don't make too many calls. It's going to be very expensive.
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to work for an Indian or a Chinese or a Malay?
Yes, sir.
Can you work for an Indian?
Yes, sir.
Chinese?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the one with the baby, 2.5 years old, is a Chinese. It's a Chinese family, as I said. They only 5 person in the house. The mom, the sir's father, the sir's mother. They're staying in quite a big house, but they got 3 domestic helper. So if you work for that family, is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Now your phone number, do you have WhatsApp or Facebook or Viber?
No, sir.
Okay, so if I want to call you, can I call you at the phone number in this bio data? Just to see, is this the correct phone number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's say if I call you, can I get you from the phone? Because mom might want to call you just in case they want to ask you certain questions. Can I call you in this phone?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how long is the contract?
Yes, sir. I know how long, sir.
You
2
know,
years contract.
okay, 2 years contract, your salary all, you have to ask mom back, is US$400 is about 21,500 peso. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
And then when you work on an off day, of course, you will get a bit more. You will get maybe about 800 over peso a day. So when you add up, you work on an off day, you get 20 over 1,000 peso. So you are clear on that. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Why do you want to come to Malaysia to work?
Because it's near in Philippines, sir, and same hour.
Okay. Then what about your children? Are you going to help your children when you come here to work with the money? You have work. Are
Yes,
you?
sir.
Huh? And
Yes,
and the 19 years old one is what? Is she going to the college or what? 17 years old, I mean. Is she already going to college?
Yeah, graduating for junior high school, sir.
Okay. So that means you have to send money back to help your children. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So to send money back, you have to work. Okay, you have to work properly. Don't give problem. Work honestly, hardworking, responsible, and listen to the instruction. Can you promise me that?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a good employer. Of course, they will let you enough sleep, enough rest. They will pay your salary, whatever in the POA contract. But you have to work hard and you have to work honestly. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Now, what about looking after a pet? Let's say a dog. Let's say the family has a pet dog. Is it okay you also take care of the pet dog? Feed the dog or maybe shower the dog? Do you think you can?
Yes, sir. I can, sir.
Do you have a dog in your house?
Yes, sir. In Manila.
Oh, you have, Okay, So cleaning the house, household work, I think no problem. What about using the electrical gadgets? Vacuum cleaner, washing machine, rice cooker. Do you know how to use all this?
I know how to use this.
You know how to use all these,
Yes, sir.
Are you afraid to be alone in the house?
No, sir.
No, because sometimes the moms go out, everybody goes out, you might have to stay in the house to do the work, to look after the baby, or even the baby goes out, you're alone in the house. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Can you listen to the instruction of the employer?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any friends or relatives in Malaysia?
No, sir.
Can you promise me that you will not bring any friends or relatives to the house?
Yes, sir.
And you must understand, the house actually is your responsibility. You have to lock the gate or lock the door. Don't let strangers come in. Can you promise me that?
Yes, sir. I promise.
Let's say if the employee eats vegetarian food, like sometimes Indians like to eat vegetarian food. Do you think you can eat vegetarian food?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you eat vegetarian? That means no meat. The family doesn't eat meat. I mean there are some employers that eat vegetarian. So if the employee eat vegetarian, do you think you can also eat vegetarian food?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any question you want to ask me?
No, sir.
No. Just now, what was the 3 alphabet that you are asked to remember? Can you remember? What are the 3 alphabet?
EOT, sir.
A-O?
T.
Okay, A-O-T, you can remember. So your memory is okay, it's not bad.
Thank you, sir.
So are you sure you don't have any question to ask me?
No, sir.
Okay, I think that's all. So just remember that you need to wait for a while to get your calling visa, to get the POA contract. Then in Manila, they need to get your OEC. All this sometimes will take about 2 to 2.5 months. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
How far is the house to this CDO office? How many hours?
Good, sir.
Huh?
1 hour, sir.
1 hour, okay, not too far. But if the mom want to call you by phone, I think I ask the mom or I will call you by phone. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Are you sure you won't get homesick with your children? Will you get homesick? Do you think you'll get homesick or not?
No, sir.
You're very sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you very determined to work? Because I see you need the money to help your children. Are you very determined to work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to work in order to be paid. You don't work, then you got no pay. So you must make sure that you come here, you work honestly, hardworking. Then you can help your children.
Yes, sir.
Now, if I'm the employer here, what will you tell me so that I will employ you?
Yes, sir.
What will you tell me if I'm the employer so that I will employ you?
What, sir, for employer, sir?
Yes.
I'm willing to work, I'm hard-working mom and willing to learn
Okay, some more? You're hardworking, you're willing to learn. Some more?
and obey, sir.
Okay, you listen to instructions. Some more?
Yes, sir. Cleaning, everything, sir. I know.
Okay, that is your work. I'm talking about you. What would you like to tell me so that I will select you? Very important. Are you honest, trustworthy, responsible? Are you honest?
Yes, I'm honest, sir.
Honest and trustworthy. Are
Yes,
you?
sir.
Are you responsible?
Yes, sir. I'm responsible.
So
Yes,
you must be hardworking, honest, trustworthy, responsible, and willing to listen to the employer. Are you okay?
yes, sir.
Okay. So I think that's all, and I think you did well in your interview. I will get you an employer. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you just stand up? I need to see you. You stand up. I don't know whether that's not. You stand up and show your hand like that. Walk a bit behind. Walk a bit behind. No, you go a bit backwards. Go a bit behind. I cannot see you. Go straight. Put your hand straight like that. Straight, straight. Your hand straight. Are you strong or not? Are you strong or not?
Yes, I'm strong.
What about any medical problem that you know of yourself? Do you have any medical problem? Your eye? Your eye? Can you see without eyeglass? Okay, you sit down. You sit down. What about your eye? Can you see without eyeglass?
I want eyeglass, sir. Eyeglass.
Okay. Can you read this? Just read this. Can you read this?
Yes, sir.
Just read this.
Are willing to work without off days? Can you work without having phone? Can you work for a Muslim employer? Do you have any relative in Malaysia?
Okay, you're still okay. That means you can see. Okay, that means I think without eyeglass also you can see.
Okay, sir.
So I think that's okay. But what about other problem? You got headache, you got stomach ache, you have hemorrhoids, gastritis, or high blood pressure. Do you have high blood pressure?
No, sir.
No, What is your blood pressure?
That is, I have no high blood.
No, Okay. So you are very sure you are medically fit, Fit to work,
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.